In this video, I wanted to do a Q&A. I came up with a few questions that I thought folks might have. Hopefully the answers are helpful or at least interesting, and please share your answers to some of the questions in the comments below. Going to my local commercial theater has always been one of my favorite things to do from when I was a kid to an adult. I've always loved going to the movies, and I'm that guy that would get to the theater way before the movie started and just sit and soak up the atmosphere. I love the smells from the concession stand. I would walk around looking at all the movie posters, watch the trailers. It was such a great experience. But there were things that I also absolutely hated. Some of the theaters today are much better than what they used to be. My local theater, for instance, has huge love seats, tons of space down each aisle, but there's still that issue for me with having to sit in a seat that so many others have sat in, the sticky floors, noisy people, expensive ticket, expensive food. So when I got to the point where I was making enough and could create a space the way I wanted, I decided to go for it and create my own home theater. I wanted all the things I loved from my experience in the commercial theaters and all the things I wish that commercial theaters had, and none of the stuff that annoyed me. So I spent a lot of time researching. While I was doing that, I was also looking for a new home that had a proper space for a home theater. And this is where I'm at. No, I haven't been in 3 years, and I have zero interest in ever going to a commercial theater again. I'm completely happy with my experience from home. I brought everything I love about the commercial theater and more here, and eliminated the things that I don't. Better picture quality, better sound, more comfort, and any snacks my family wants without the crazy prices. I would say it's 60% streaming and about 40% physical media. Generally, the time I spend in here ebbs and flows, but I would say on average, 2 days a week for a few hours. It really depends on my day and how I feel and what's going on with the family. Some weeks I may be in here 3 to 5 days for a few hours. Some weeks maybe a day or two, or I'll just catch an episode or something or watch a movie. But on average, I would say about two days. During football season, I can be down here most of the day. Admittedly, I have not seen every projector there is, but I cannot think of a projector that will match an OLED in picture quality. So I did experiment with a Sony A80J in my home theater, and I absolutely love that TV. The picture is so unbelievably nice, especially in a dark room. But I realized there's nothing like the immersion that I got from my 120-inch screen. Even with the superior picture quality, watching a movie or show or sports on a 120-inch screen was a better experience for me. Now, granted, the TV was only 65 inches, and I know they make TVs as large as 98 inches that aren't completely ridiculously priced, but 98 inches still isn't 120 inches. So I personally prefer, in my home theater, a larger picture versus smaller picture with better quality. It's very hard to pick one favorite part of my room, but when I thought of this question, two components of this room immediately came to mind: the carpet and my PB4000. The carpet is so soft and comfortable on the feet. The underlay is thick and cushiony. I can lay on this carpet and fall asleep. I did a video review of this beast. I love this sub. It does everything a sub should do. It hits hard, it goes deep into those lower frequencies, has a great response, and is pretty snappy for a ported sub. And honestly, it looks like a monster. It's huge and just cool looking. I was really struck when I first heard it. I do plan to get a second sub at some point, so more to come on that in the near future. In my research when planning for this theater, I kept running into Klipsch. Generally, the reviews I found for the reference Premier line were positive and the system fit my budget, so I went for it. And I found that the speakers are all absolutely outstanding, especially the RP8000Fs. Can't say enough about how awesome these sound for both music and movies. I know clips can be somewhat polarizing. Some people love them, and some people, no matter what, seem to hate them. But I love them. I can listen to them all day. I've got zero problems with them. I did try out the SVS Prime Pinnacles early on before I finished my space. Unfortunately, that was a while ago, and I didn't take much video of that comparison, but I did ultimately prefer the clips just to my ear. I would like to get them back in and do a review of the entire SVS system, or at least their front and center speakers. If I can get those back for a demo, I'll definitely do that and share. But yes, I love the Premier line. These are great speakers. Yes, buy them or make them. They made such a major impact to the quality of sound in my room. Even if you think you're good, try them. They're simple and relatively inexpensive. It doesn't seem like they would make much of an impact, but they truly do. For me, it just cleaned up the audio and added more clarity to what I was hearing. "80% of the time when this room is in use, I'm in it by myself. I did expect a lot more family time in here, but unfortunately that's just not the case. We do maintain a weekly family movie night on the weekend, and sometimes we'll pick an evening or a day during the week and binge watch some series, but I'm mostly in here by myself. My wife does give me quite a bit of leeway down here when it comes to projects and upgrades. She's been on board with just about everything I've done, including some of my future plans. My kids like the room, but they're just as happy watching something on a TV elsewhere in the house. It is what it is, but I love the space, even if it's just me alone down here, and I thoroughly enjoy my home theater.